Konnichiwa fucking well, lads. So I'm back with another one of these Byzantium guides. Obviously 1.3 just dropped, and whilst I'd recommend actually playing Austria, who are quite fun to play right now, you can obviously still play the lovely Byzaboos, the dilapidated Romans, the Byzantine Empire. With the changes to the Balkans, there have been some shifts in how to do this strategy, but fundamentally it's the same. You can still use the budget monk opener, and you can use it with some of my adjustments, mostly focusing on splitting the two armies. Now, with the changes to the Balkans, we have two new problems, really in the form of Epirus blocking some movement for us, but actually it's not a big problem. You can ignore them until you've defeated the Ottomans. We have the problem of the fact that Edirne and Gallipoli have been split into two. So you have to take both the fort that controls the straits and the capital separately. Now, assuming you win the battle against one of the two stacks, this is actually fine. It's not a big problem. It takes a little bit longer, but the goal is to wipe out the 30k. You are still able to fight the Ottomans without them allying people, so you needn't worry about that. And with the changes to mercenaries, it's going to be a little bit more expensive to raise enough troops to fight, actually, because of changes to Albania. Albania has lost some of its initial strength in the early start of the game. They start off with about 2,000 soldiers rather than about 5 or 6. So that means it's a little bit more precarious at the start as to whether or not you'll win. So I'm going to take you through one of my playthroughs, show you what I did, and you can hopefully replicate it in your game. Okay, so here we go, we're launching in. It's basically the same as my previous guide if you've watched that. I tried to get a good military general, advisor rather. Rival anyone that's not really an immediate neighbour. And then, really, at the start, we're going to look for an admiral. We're going to look for some good generals as well. We want one siege pip, at least one siege pip. And I get a crap roll here unlike last time, which sucks. And it's the same again, guys. Recruit to max manpower. Got to take loans because I'm an idiot. Take about 10 loans. You're going to want to take more actually because you're going to want to use 2 mercenary companies. It will help a lot. I've struggled actually getting enough troops just to deal with the initial stacks. And again, recruit to manpower capacity. Obviously emphasising infantry rather than knights because they're expensive and we want that. Well, we don't really benefit from that flank ability, to be honest, at this stage of the game. Move your troops back to Athens. And then basically you're going to hit Selanik, Gelibu and Edirne. Obviously the estates have changed, so we don't use them. You still want to delete that fort in the south. Same diplomatic process again, proclaim guarantee for Albania, spy network against the Ottomans, and improve relations with the Mamluks. Although I've yet to receive subsidies from the Mamluks actually, so this may be redundant at this point. Epirus, massive pain in the arse, but ignore him, we'll kill him afterwards. On the 14th or 12th of December, you want to improve relations with Albania. I believe it's the 12th, so smash that in. And then we're waiting again, guys. And if we're lucky, yeah, destroy that castle. And if we're lucky, the Ottomans will not have allied anyone. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. I didn't do Iron Man because I did not want to lose the entirety of my Saturday afternoon. So apologies for not suffering for your pleasure. I will suffer next one. I assure you, the next patch. So obviously, 3 relationship points before you can secure an alliance with Albania. You want to turn your army maintenance up. Now, I want the icon of St. Michael, but there's actually no way to get it because I can't consecrate any metropolitans, so I was super sad. So yeah, there you go, army maintenance up a little bit. Now honestly guys, this is going to be super hard. If you're playing normal like I am at the moment, just save the game once you've done the initial setup. If you're playing Iron Man, keep trying, or, you know, being ultra scumbagging. Create a lovely backup file, do what you want. I'm not here to judge, just to play. So obviously remember, allow armies and navies to attach to your respective armies and navies. The divisions in the Balkans are annoying, and there's a lot more land to conquer, but the fundamental strategy works the same. So it does work, it's just more annoying than it was before, which is quite sad for me, because I love the early game of Byzantium. So looking at 2 mercenaries, obviously the generals should sway you. Obviously September is a little later than it was previously for me. That's fine. But the generals are not really that impressive, to be honest. And I recruit 1. I'd actually recommend you recruit 2. I'm going to save here, because I really don't want to be spending, like I said, I don't want to spend the entirety of my Saturday afternoon in Japan when it's lovely outside playing European Universalist. So I know that's not really normal. Someone making YouTube videos on European Universalist. So definitely going to save it. And then you're going to see it jump here, because, again, it took me about 5 times to do this. Okay, so we declare war on the Ottomans. Now, the only thing I did in the meantime is I recruited a secondary mercenary company here in Achaea. I suggest you do the same. So, military force to Kocelli again, as per usual. I've got about 27k, and I'm actually wasting them because they're going to get shafted by attrition because I'm an idiot. So, don't be an idiot, guys. Be better than me. Now, I don't actually have Iksander Bey for this. He comes right at the end and saves me, but he's a lazy bastard in this patch. Really lazy bastard. And you can see he only had 2k troops, and now he has 4k. So actually, you're not as strong at the initial outset as you were in 1.29. Now, I really need to get the DLC that lets me set fortify edicts in Constantinople, because this would be so much easier with that, too. And my economy is getting absolutely fucking destroyed. It's like I let the Lehman Brothers into my accounts. Jesus Christ. Just borrowing money, boys. Just borrowing money. If anyone actually does watch this. Yeah, so really, the main difference is that you're going to be more economically fucked if you do it this way rather than doing it the diplomatic way, which is getting the Commonwealth to basically value. Huge stack wipes, which is obviously, this is it now, boys. This is it. You're free. You know, I'm going to secure the crossing, because I fucking hate, even though I have naval superiority, I don't control the crossing. And that's it, actually. This is just me sweeping it up. Now, the one thing I will say is that due to the amount of new provinces, actually, you're going to have to decide between which provinces you want and whether you want to be able to pay off your loans at the end. I emphasised provinces, which was a mistake. I believe I had 1,000 ducats in loans at the end of this, which is too much, actually. Economically survivable? Yes. Does it set you up for a good game? No. And obviously this is nice because you can completely retake Greek and Serbian territory very quickly and rectify 100 or 200 years of mistakes that the Byzantines did make. But by the same token, like, fuck me, I'm not looking forward to the rest of this playthrough. I might scrap it and redo a new one. But the purpose of this guide is just to show that you can still do it the old way. It does work. Is it as good? No, I don't believe so, actually. Certainly would not want to do this in multiplayer, Jesus Christ. I think I'd kill myself. And it's the same again. Obviously, if you have the ability, I believe it's Cossacks, to set territory you want, you should do it. during the diplomatic phase prior to the war. I didn't have to worry about it this time because Albania is actually so weak that they never ever take the provinces that they have a claim to. And this is it, guys. You know, just roll for Europe. I have the Straits now, so the Ottomans can't get in. They're 30k down. They'll be crippled, certainly. You will be crippled too, but comparatively, a 4-province minor taking on the Ottomans, I think it's a fair trade. I'm going to keep Albania on side. I like to do that at the start, so I'm hopefully going to go smash Epirus, although I don't economically think I can do. Again, I'm taking a Skep and Udid for Kosovo, because I want that gold mine. And I'm really just trying to take key territories. I leave Bulgaria for another war. Again, guys, check your economy before you peace out. I'm comfortable with the amount of debt I have, but some of you may not be. You know, at the end of the day, if you're surviving interest payments, you're fine. So, just going to finish it up, just mop up a little bit. And there you go. That's it, guys. So, it's not enough money, Jesus Christ. As ever, if you enjoyed this, give us a like. Let me know if you want me to do any more. If you've got any questions, please ask in the comments below. You know, this isn't working. Why doesn't this happen? I'm more than happy to help. Alright, lads. Hurrah.